What's up, my peeps? It's the turtle smashing, dragon punching, titan smashing, zombie blasting, race car drifting, multiplayer butt whipping, the collector of coins, rings, looms, rupees, and tanukis. I got food for self, emeralds for wealth, and med packs for health. I got the double jumps, turbo boost, time freezes, and invincibility. Leveled up all of my abilities. I run Vice City and made the Mushroom Kingdom better, and I am the first human Spectre. This is Mastermind, and welcome back. Okay, so the Video Game Awards just happened a couple of hours ago, and I have a lot of issues with some of the things that happened, but there's one thing in particular that I want to talk about, and that is the beef between Hideo Kojima and Konami. Now, there were a lot of things about this award ceremony, as with every year that they've attempted to do this, whether it was on Spike TV or whatever. I'm just kind of done with the whole setup, all the stupid musicians that they have there, the fact that, and this is award ceremonies in general, you know, why is it that we have to have all these musical guests and all these celebrities and all this stuff happening when it's an award ceremony and they don't have time to actually show the awards to different genres? It's like they pick and choose which ones that they want to cover. I mean, they had a quick little, thing with Ed Boon and a quick little thing with, here, but then they kept showing Star Wars, EA, and it was just a mess. And Jeff Keighley, what is he? The Ryan fucking Seacrest of video games? Like, I'm done with him too. Look, more power to him, whatever. He's trying to earn a buck. He's doing his thing or whatever. I'm not hating on the guy. I'm just saying, he's dry toast. And I don't know. I don't care. Anyway. The real issue, the real thing that's just blowing me away, aside from some of the awards, is this whole thing with Hideo Kojima and the fact that I'm even shocked that Jeff Keighley even said, hey, this is what's going down. Konami doesn't want Hideo Kojima. They banned him from showing up to the award ceremony to accept any kind of awards for Metal Gear Solid 5. That is insane. I don't understand. Look, I've had a specific opinion on corporations and businesses for a long time. In fact, I even did a video on it. That link will be in the description below. It's a kind of a humorous kind of poem orientation kind of video that I did. Check it out. I feel like businesses, no matter what you give as a person, as an employee, and I've been through this experience myself several times, but you give yourself to these companies. Every day you work hard, you come in there, you smile, you talk to people, you help people, you do everything you can for these corporations, and they make millions or billions of dollars on a lot of their employees, and at the end of the day it's about a profit and they don't give a shit about you. That's why it kills me when I see people like somebody who hits the lottery and they're like, oh, I'm going to work, this is my family. Fuck you, it ain't your family. They don't care about you. And I think the sooner people start realizing that, I think the better our society will be, and that includes upper management in companies. Look, you're expendable when you work for a company. There are even some cases where you own the company and you're expendable after a certain amount of time. So what could have Hideo Kojima done to deserve this? It's understandably logical that if there was a major problem or beef that they fired him or they just parted ways. I can understand that, but the guy has created probably one of in the top 5 franchises in video game history. He put Konami on the map, and the least that they can do is show him the respect. Give him a little bit of dignity. I mean, I don't know how businesses work in Japan. I know some things are different than here in America, but you would think that a company like Konami would show this guy a little bit more respect. I mean, they got rid of him. He's gone. He's out of their hair. But his legacy, his last game, his last hurrah, his last time doing Metal Gear, and you're not even going to allow him to accept an award? It's insanity. It's crazy. I mean, I just don't understand it. What could he have done? Let's see. Maybe he baked a cake for the boss's wives with his baby batter. Maybe he shit on their lunch. I don't know. Yeah, Hideo Kojima is a devil worshiper. That's what he is. He must be a devil worshiper, right? That has to explain it. Maybe this is just all hype. Maybe this isn't even real. Maybe this is some Illuminati kind of shit going on. I don't know. Maybe Hideo Kojima is secretly like a lizard man or like a lizard alien or some shit. All I'm saying is, what could he have possibly done to make it to the point where they just completely dishonor him and do that? I mean, even like certain companies, like usually if a big CEO or a big person departs from a company, usually they have all these nice platitudes and all these wonderful things in the press release that they say about them, and they wish them luck and whatever. And you have that normal kind of thing going on with Konami and Kojima or whatever. But this isn't just, and obviously this isn't just a business decision. This is a personal thing. There was some personal shit going on there. And not that it's really any of our business or the public or anything like that, but the fact if you don't want this stuff out in the public, you probably shouldn't be doing public things to kind of shame this guy or put this guy down. I don't care what he did. He's a major part of the success of that company, and they could have been decent, and they could have, they could have at least allowed him to accept an award on behalf of the company. So it's a real shame that they would do this. It's a real shame that they were allowed to do this, and who knows if there's going to be any consequences. I can tell you right now, I did not purchase Metal Gear Solid 5. It's one of the AAA titles that I did not play this year. I can say with maybe about a 90% certainty that I'm probably not going to play any Metal Gear Solid that Konami brings out from this point on. I don't know. I've never been the kind of person where I'm loyal to a company or a brand just for the sake of doing that. I'm not into that. Even sports teams, I'm not into that kind of tribalism kind of thing. My thing is, if I like a company, what they're doing, I like it because they're doing certain things. If I like a director, it's because I like what the director's doing. But I'm not just blindly following people because they've given me enjoyment here or there. So the same thing with Konami. I love Castlevania. I love the Metal Gear Solids. And I love a lot of their old franchises, Contra and everything. But if they're not producing that, I'm no longer loyal to you. I don't care. And if Hideo Kojima isn't really part of the company and they think that they're just going to keep making these mobile games and pass off Metal Gear Solid games just by name, I'm sorry, I'm not interested. And especially seeing something like this, I've gone through it so many times in my own personal life where companies treat you like shit and they get as much as they can out of you and then they just shit on you. It's like they beat you down and 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 beat you down. And to see this happening to a legend in video gaming, I'm sorry, I just can't support a company that does that. Anyway, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Mastermind out.